We're in the land of gods here. It sure looks like it anyways. It's the birthplace of Greek mythology. Apparently, Zeus was born here, in Crete. And the gods have been very generous to their land. You can find pretty much everything and anything on this island. There are wild herbs, flowers, fruits, vegetables, everywhere. There are more sheep here than human beings. They can live off their land. They still have a very strong culture, very strong traditions. And here, they say they're Cretans before they say they're Greeks. And people either come from the mountains or they come from the sea. So Cretans don't have to go very far to go on holidays. They just stay on their island. Because Crete is Crete.
Crete is an island located in the southeast of the Mediterranean. Africa is to the south, Europe is to the north, and Asia to the east. Crete is right in the middle of 3 continents. It's at the southern end of Europe, but it isn't Europe anymore. It's Crete, a 4th continent.
Yannis Androidakis, passionate journalist with a keen interest in local traditions and politics. This is his island.
Cretans don't see themselves as living on a small island. To them, it's a whole country, a small continent surrounded by water. The sea is part of our lives, but we don't feel like we're cut off from the rest of the world. We have a mentality of self-sufficiency.
Autosuffisance mentale.
There are a little less than 1 million inhabitants in Crete. Since about 2010, after the crisis, more and more people have decided to leave the big cities to live in the country. They've done so for economic reasons, but also to improve their quality of life.
Yes, As.
Hello, Sophie.
Hello, Valia.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
This is so beautiful.
You like it?
Of course. What is a city girl like you doing here?
I grew up in a very big farm, with my father growing things, my nana preparing pies. So I thought I might use this part of my childhood to set up a business. I wanted to live in a place where we would grow our own vegetables, and I could still make the pies that my nana used to make, and also communicate this and make other people love it. We wanted a place where there's going to be lots of tourist activity. It's a good place to combine nature, food, local gastronomy, and sustainable tourism. So it was a good place to start.
Because you have your local
yes.
producers here that you go to.
Yeah, and that's in the next village.
Okay.
So we can go and take a look at the bee garden. The concept of agro-tourism, you are supposed to let people live the experience and come closer to what the real thing is. Kalimera.
Kalimera.
He says, welcome.
Oh, look at that.
Don't be scared.
Okay, I won't be. Okay.
This is pollen, and these are larvae, and the top one is honey.
Is it in the Cretan DNA to have your land and live from it?
Most people will have their own bit of land to grow things.
Everyone has a garden.
Yeah, it's both in the north and in the south that the land produces lots of stuff. And it's not only things that grow. Crete is very famous for the cheese also. So a lot of people keep animals, you know, goats and sheep. So there is something everywhere you go. This is blooming now. Wild, it's wild oregano, blooming.
Nice.
You just keep an eye and then you spot it, and you can find them everywhere.
It's everywhere. Now I understand why Cretan cuisine is so amazing. They've got so much food. It's fresh and abundant. I guess every Cretan knows the difference between sage and oregano, and this is? Oh, thyme. Interesting. So nice.
And actually, you get the best honey from this thyme.
It's true that your land is blessed. When you first got here, is that what you wanted? To know your neighbors and to get your produce from your neighbors?
And to discover real good quality products.
Yes.
So that we can communicate these and let everything.
Oh.
Pandelis.
Pandeli.
Sophie.
Sophie. You have your grapes in your backyard?
I have 5 different places.
Okay.
I go every day, I see, and I needed many jobs. It's biologic, I don't put never bad sprayed, never.
How different is the Cretan wine from the Greek wine?
Crete, it's have, I think, the best terroir because the climate's very different. The grapes place is the 400 meters from the sea, but the sea only 1,200 meters straight. It's the night it's cold, in the day hot. This is, I think, it's better. And the ground, different grounds, different taste, different smells.
We're ready to cook.
Yeah, we are.
Your friends are here.
Yeah, Lianka, she's the chef. She's gonna cook for us.
Hi.
I'm Lianka. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
This is so nice.
We're going to make briam. Briam is like a traditional Greek dish. We use seasonal vegetables like zucchinis, aubergines, and potatoes. I like to be in nature and taking all the ingredients that I'm going to use for preparing a dish from the land. You know, it's like okay, I'm done with supermarkets and stuff. You know.
Let's talk about the crisis for a few minutes. The economic crisis that happened and still is happening in Greece. Was there a lot of impact in
Yes,
Crete?
it was. We had to rethink our way of life. You know, it made life simpler.
I read that Crete wasn't as deeply affected as the rest of Greece.
Because it was, we had a lot of tourism.
And the land. And the land.
And the land, yeah. We were
Many people have access
producers.
to the
We
land.
were agriculturists, we were fishermen.
Because you live off your land.
It's one of the islands that felt the impact the least. But again, you can find people in the cities of Crete that they do suffer.
They suffer.
Even here.
Yeah. I see that people here in Crete, even if they're really based in nature and agriculture, you see that they have problems, but they are staying positive and they have a really good energy, and they're lucky because it's really good that you know that you can have your own chickens, your eggs, your plants, everything. And you have the sun.
Yes. And tomorrow the sun will come up again.
Yeah, exactly.
To the Cretan sun, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yama.
Yamas, yamas.
La
When Cretans go on vacation by the sea, they go to the southern end of the island. It's quiet and there are lots of camping places. They often go spend the weekend. You don't need to take a boat to join the rest of civilization. Most Cretans haven't been everywhere on the island. There are always places to discover.
Okay, hello guys.
Yasu.
This is Sophie, this is Haris.
So the idea is to go camping on the beach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But since we are going to stay long, we need the supplies, we need our stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we have tents, we have sleeping bags, we have water, of course, and lots of beer.
Is it every week that you do this?
Almost every weekend, yes.
Really?
After 3 days, you feel you are somewhere else.
Yes.
Not of this world, you know?
What's this beach called where we're going?
Ayofarago.
Ayofarago.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to camp on the beach?
Not really.
Not
Not
yeah.
really?
Officially, it's illegal.
Oh.
But nobody gives a damn about it. I mean, everybody does it.
Okay, good. And you've been doing this all your life?
Yeah.
As kids as well?
Yes.
Yeah, with our parents.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle, yeah. And it's easy. It's an easy thing to do. And after all, why not? I mean, we have to enjoy the beauty of our land. So that's why we do it.
All the beaches are public?
All the beaches are public, officially. But at the north part of Crete, some hotel owners have blocked some beaches and they claim them their own. And there is a struggle between us and them to let us
They put
be there.
umbrellas and things like that.
What's the relationship with the water and the Cretans?
The ancient times, Minoan times, the Minoans used to be dominant on sea. They used to have many ships and stuff. But now, only the people that live near the coast are concerned a lot with the sea. We consider our island not just as a normal island, but as a big mountain thrown into the sea by the hand of God, let's say, or whatever.
Oh, the gods, yes. They're involved.
all the time.
But you consider yourselves islanders?
Yeah, and mountaineers, both. A lot of people live on the mountains.
Yes.
And imagine that there are people, for example, my grandmother died 100 years old, and it was only on the last year of her life that she saw the sea.
What?
Yeah. We brought her to see the sea. That was her last wish.
She was 100?
100 years old and never seen the sea.
Okay, Michalis, I'm stunned.
Yeah.
She's born and raised in Crete.
In Crete.
But is it normal here?
It used to be, but now with the new roads and everything, it's easier for people from the
Right.
mainlands to go to the beach. Wash your head?
Yeah, thanks. Because people come here on vacation all the time. So I wonder where the Cretans go on vacation themselves.
Okay, there are two choices. Either you go abroad, or you try to find beaches like this to get away from all this noise.
And the tourists.
And the tourists,
But
yeah.
many Cretan people are working in the summer to welcome the tourists, so it's not easy. Usually, we're going on vacation in the winter time.
Yeah, that's another
A lot
thing.
of people do this.
Those are our friends.
Kalimera!
Hi, guys. Hi. Kalimera.
Coppelia!
Right, this is the place where we set up our tents.
Yeah, here's the spot.
Stunning. Gorgeous.
We set up our tents
Let's
here,
set up the tent.
and then we go shopping.
I feel like I'm gonna stay here for 2-3 months.
On your side.
Yeah.
Κι άλλο, πίσω κι άλλο. Όχι, ωραία.
Michalis,
Okay,
let's go to the beach.
let's go.
Wow. There's a bit of sun there.
Yeah, we go to this part of the beach. I think that's a good spot.
This is quite nice. After the swim, it's time for what?
It's time for music, it's time for Raki, some food, and that's how we spend our time here at the beach.
You've got quite the life.
We think so. A lot of foreigners, especially the last, let's say, 2 decades, decide to buy or rent a house in Crete and spend the rest of their lives here. And that's a big thing for us. We feel flattered about it, and sometimes they love the place so much that they become more Cretans than we are. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, they respect the tradition more than we do.
Yes.
They try to learn Cretan, not Greek.
Either close or pass the bottle.
Pass the Raki.
Pass the Raki around.
Do you sometimes tell that it's water?
One of the first rules you learn when you come in Crete is first smell the bottle and then drink.
Yes.
Always first smell the bottle.
I learned it the hard way.
The Cretan mountains are completely unique. The scenery is one of a kind, and the community is like no other. Shepherds are at the heart of it. They're at the core of mountain society, and their mode of life has been the same over many centuries. Fathers transfer their shepherding skills to their sons. It's passed down from one generation to the next. People who don't come from a family of shepherds rarely become shepherds. Mountain families keep the tradition alive. The shepherds you'll cross paths with can be 10th or even 20th generation shepherds.
20e génération.
Today we came, it's a special day.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is. It's summertime, you know, it's warm. So they need to cut the wood. That's why we are here today. After the milking, friends of Kostas will be here. So they are going to help him cut the wool of 250, 300 sheep.
This is not too early for you guys.
No, it's not. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 we have to be over here.
What's the first thing you guys do in the morning?
Now they have to go so they can have something to eat.
Yes.
And after an hour, we start to milk them, the father.
Okay, let's get closer.
Over here, because they don't know us. So they won't pass. They just see us first time. So they are talking, who are they? Now they pass.
Yes.
And now start running.
Look at that. Okay. Oh, look. Wait, what's going on with that guy?
Just woke up.
He just woke up.
It is a walk that the shepherds walking all the year, in the Christmas day, in the Easter day, in the winter time, in the summer time, because the sheep, there are lives also. They need to eat, they need to drink. We are talking about now 350, 400 sheep. Now, Kostas and Nikos, they can recognize all of them.
Come on.
Yes, because they are every day, every morning and every night with them. They just see the face and that's all.
They see the face, they go,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
go back home.
Yes.
So they listen
Yes.
to Kostas.
Kostas, you know, want them over here. He don't want them to go up. That's why now he's standing over there, eh?
Yes, and throwing rocks.
Yeah, throwing rocks just to show the place that they have to move.
He's been doing that since how many years?
He's 30 years old, so he's doing this about 20, 22 years now. You know, 100 years now, eh? from when Costas, from his grandfather, from his father, and then, yes.
It's a family land.
Yes.
Does he like his work?
Σ' αρέσει η δουλειά σου? Ναι, it means yes. He like it, and you know, if you don't like this kind of work, you can't do it, eh?
Right.
You can't do it.
You have to be passionate about it.
Yes. You have to love it.
Why does he like it?
Γιατί σ' αρέσει, γιατί τη αγαπάς αυτή τη δουλειά?
Είναι η δουλειά, μου αρέσει, δηλαδή πώς το κάνω, πώς το κάνω.
He learned it from his grandfather, he learned it from his father, so he followed the steps.
Did he feel like he had a choice? Or it was a bit expected of him to continue the tradition?
Look, Sofia, over here the childs and everybody is free to choose whatever he wants. If he loves it, okay, he can do it. But they don't push the boys to do this kind of work. So, maybe he's going to be a doctor, maybe he's going to be a pilot, maybe. But I think the most of the possibilities is to be a shepherd.
Yes.
Δεν μου λες τι θα γίνει μετά, θα έρθουν μοναχάντος ή θα τα φωνιάξεις?
Θα έρθουν να πετσφέρουμε εμείς.
Άιντε, κάμε ό,τι κάνεις.
Μην βιάζεσαι μάλλον, δεν είναι ώρα ακόμη, δεν φάγανε πατάτα.
What?
I said to him, when it's time to start making, hurry up. And she said to me, don't hurry. They have to eat the breakfast first, and then they will come.
Look at all the milk. I can't do it.
From down.
Oh, like, ah! Ask them if they want to hire me.
Να μην την απολύσετε, λέει.
Ναι.
Έλα.
Do you know what's the quantity they have?
It's about 50 kilo for the morning and 50 kilo for the afternoon. They sell the milk in the cooperative, but don't imagine a lot of money.
No?
No, just
not
about,
a good
it's about €1 per kilo, something like that. It's a very proud but difficult job. They don't care for the money, they care for the living, they care for the quality of the life.
What do you call this big party?
Kures.
Kures. It's the shearing of the sheep.
Yes.
That time of year.
Yes. Kurevo means shaving.
Ah.
That's why we call it kures. You can see two different generations. You can see a boy 15 years old, and you can see his grandmother 75 years old.
And they're doing the same thing.
Of course.
For me, this is Crete.
This is Crete. This is the whole life of Cretan people.
The importance of the traditions.
Yes.
The importance of the family.
Yes.
When you were a kid, do you remember doing this?
Yes.
Yes?
Of course. My grandparents were shepherds also.
And it didn't change that much.
No.
Same
No, exactly
work?
the same. Exactly the same.
Same tools.
The only difference is the ships. You know, many people, they are saying that Crete maybe is a kind of a different country. Maybe you can see that, and that's why we are almost the same in whole Crete. But, you know, here in Lasit Plateau, we have the difference because, you know, we have Zeus. Okay.
Zeus. He was born right here.
Yes, of course he was born here.
Yes, of course.
You can imagine in a place like this, only the father of the gods can born.
What do they do with the wool?
The wool,
Do they sell it?
not anymore. Right now, just to give it to some people that they are going to need for a few money, or they are burning it. That's all.
Do you think if I come back in 10 years, it'll still be the same Kures?
I'm 100% sure that's going to be the same.
With the scissors by hand like that?
Yes. You know, this is a kind of religion It's not that we don't have the opportunity to have electricity. The electricity is 5 minutes away, so it's very easy for us to bring it over here. But we choose this because we like this, because we like to enjoy every moment over here.
Yamas.
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 You did all the work.
Yamas.
Yamas. You're too young for beer. Okay. Yamas, boys.
Cretans live mostly in the northern part of the island, on the European side. There's Chania up north, Retimno in the center, Heraklion is in the center-east, and Agios Nikolaos is all the way down south. Heraklion is the largest city in Crete, as well as the commercial center of the island. About half the island's population lives there.
How is it different living in Heraklion and the other cities on Crete?
Well, Heraklion it's a city that's alive all year round. It's like the administrative capital of Heraklion, so the other cities are much more tourist-based. In winter, Retimno is apart from the university students, it's a ghost town. Chania has a year-round lifestyle as well, and in my mind, it's even more beautiful in winter. But Heraklion, it maintains its hustle-bustle all year round. I'm trying with my project to bring modern art here, but there's a lot of traditional art.
So is the art scene slowly evolving, or you...
It's coming together because it's such a great place to come and make art.
This city has so much history. Do you feel that when you live here?
I do, but I quite love the oddity of Heraklion because there's been earthquakes in the past, so a lot of the big monuments have gone. There's two walls. There's the Venetian wall, which we're on, and then there's the Byzantine wall, which runs through the center of the city. Heraklion stayed safe, I think it was for about 22 years, because of these Venetian walls. Then in about the early parts of that 20th century, the locals were getting really congested by it, so they wanted to take it down. But it's so big, they didn't manage, thank God, and now they love it. When the population increased very quickly, what happened was the builders would offer the locals a new house, an apartment. So you could swap your 1-2-level house for a 5-limit apartment building. They would give you 2 and sell the other 3. So this is how the city changed so quickly. And it was an interesting swap too, because the locals have always lived on the ground, but now they're all up in apartments, and it's become a fashion for anyone that wants a little house on the ground. It's more the students.
Why did the people from the villages come in the 60s?
It was something to do with the European Union encouraging large farms rather than small farms, so the prices of the food, there wasn't money to be made. So a lot of the locals saw that there was other areas to make money. The city became a business within itself. So it was an escape from the traditional life.
Even if Heraklion is a big city,
yes,
it still has that village feel.
It does. They hold on to their village houses and they have their city apartment. Most of them have they bring their food from the village in whatever season is current. They'll bring the grapes, they'll bring the oranges. There's a big connection with the countryside still. And the older people, the men never they don't go to the shops. You'll see the ladies cooking and shopping, and the men will be in the Cafe Neon having raki, coffee. They play backgammon. It's still big here. The younger people, they socialize together, but the older people, they keep these traditions. I find it often amusing that the Greeks like to head towards modernism. They'll want to live in a new apartment, but you go inside the apartment and there's the traditional furniture, traditional rugs, traditional pictures. So it's a slow progression to modernism.
What are your main projects right now?
The Lacos area, painting houses, but doing art on top of them, or trying to focus on the abandoned houses, doing art on those as well. Because traditionally, the city was not all white. They were using cheaper colors, ochres, blues, and whites with red ochre. And we're trying to bring some of the tradition back and mix it in with contemporary art as well. So one of the things that happened in Heraklia was, when they modernized it, was they widened the streets. But in this particular area, it was a poor area. No one was very interested in doing anything to the streets, so they've remained narrow, which is it's the beauty of the area.
Very charming.
Yes.
So you're getting the paint?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
You'll give me a hand, I hope?
I will try. It's so heavy.
We've got to be quick before my arms stretch.
Okay. You're gonna make me work.
Ah, of course. Here's the house we're painting on the left here.
Okay.
I think it's an Ottoman house. It's much older than most of them. There was a very sweet old lady living there a few years ago, and now it's empty.
Okay.
But the daughter who owns the house, she was very happy for us to paint it.
How many houses have you painted so far?
Oh, maybe 15, 20. Okay, here's your brush.
It's lovely.
It's an old brush. It's been very busy.
Okay. Let's do this. Oh, hello.
Hi, Katerina.
Hi, I'm Sophie. Would you like to help you?
Yeah.
Yes, here. Okay, let me get another brush.
Thank you for coming, Katerina.
Okay, so let's talk about this Lacos project.
Yeah.
Why was it important for you?
It's been a place of immigrants. It was a place for prostitution too. There's still so much potential to bring out. I just wanted to uncover the beauty and also to try and get the locals to see that what they've got here is important. Now there's been a complete turnaround. It's gone from this sad area to this up-and-coming area.
What was the reception? How did people welcome you?
The old people loved it. I think that they were sad to see their area slowly become emptier and emptier. The streets used to be full of children. But now with this movement, the families are coming to have coffee in the square with their children. People are interested in opening businesses and shops. It's evolving quite quickly.
C'est ma petite contribution à la ville d'Héraklion. Not bad.
You're an expert.
On entend la répétition. Est-ce que ce sont tous des comédiens amateurs?
They're amateur dancers.
C'est des danseurs amateurs.
And there's a few professional actors.
Elle est comment la scène culturelle à Héraklion?
It's developing quite a lot these days. There's a wave of people who came to settle here. So the scene is changing a lot.
Quand tu étais petit, est-ce que tu allais voir des spectacles?
Yes.
Il y en avait déjà.
There were more shows.
Pourquoi ce changement à travers les années?
People were willing to pay more for tickets. They just don't have the means to do so anymore.
C'est les choix des gouvernements en place.
Yes.
Oui.
As far as the government is concerned, if we want to put together shows, we need to find a way to fund them. The government doesn't fund the arts anymore in Crete.
Oui.
But there is a positive consequence to that. There's a new wave of young artists that are developing our art scene, and rather than being driven by financial gain, their motivation lies in the desire to perfect and practice their craft.
Et des fois, ça, c'est plus intéressant.
Et le public, est-ce qu'il a suivi?
Yes, the arts attract lots of people, and many people help us out. They aren't artists, but they have a profound appreciation for the arts. They help us however they can, without expecting financial compensation. Their main interest is supporting this new wave of artists that's shaping Cretan culture today.
On vous laisse faire votre enchaînement.
Great.
Costas me dit que c'est pas votre métier premier. Vous faites d'autres choses dans la vie.
Yes.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites?
I'm a translator and I work here in Heraklion.
Et toi?
I'm a biologist.
T'es biologiste?
Yes.
Est-ce qu'il y a beaucoup de troupes de théâtre professionnelles quand même à Heraklion?
There are many amateur troupes, but not many professional ones.
Et c'est la même chose pour la danse, j'imagine?
Yes.
Oui.
Since the crisis.
Absolutely.
Depuis la crise,
Yes.
tu sens qu'il y a un lien avec la crise?
We know the government won't help us, so we make things happen on our own.
Yes.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
It's better to come together and collaborate than focus on our survival alone. There's no use in staying at home crying all day. We have to be creative and find ways to keep on making art. And that brings people together. We're stronger together.
Sometimes through adversity, people seek refuge in art.
Vous êtes un bel exemple de ça. Vous êtes un bel exemple. Bravo, 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 comme vous dites ici.
Cretan traditions developed as a result of the numerous invasions of the island. Each invading civilization left something behind, be it architecture, culture, or music. We aren't just Cretan. We're the children of the Arabian, Venetian, and Ottoman civilizations. Cretan culture is a mix of all these influences.
Ah, the man. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Sophie.
Hello, Sophie. Welcome.
Thank you. So you are a luthier as well as a musician.
Yes, exactly.
Which instrument do you play?
I play the lira, the lute, like this
Show
one.
me.
Yes, like this one.
The big one?
Yes, the big one. So these two instruments, the lira and the lute, are the main instruments of the music of Crete, our island, and our tradition.
Stelios, what's the difference between Greek music and Cretan music?
Music of Crete is an idiom. It belongs to Greek music, of course, but it uses different instruments, like the lira and the lauto, closer to the music from the islands of the Aegean Sea, but it has a special sound that from the first 2-3 notes, each one can understand that this is music of Crete.
In some countries, you know, the traditional music is for special days, you know,
Yes.
But here, it's not the case.
No. And also it's so strong, and there are many, many schools that are full of children playing music, and even in the parties, the celebrations, there are kids who are dancing or who are clapping, you know, for the musician. It's part of the family education, this.
Right,
You know.
and everyone has to dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the basic steps are so easy that you can easily, you know, catch it in
Okay.
2 hours.
Tell me about the mandinades. Yes, because that's very important.
Mandinades are couples of lines. Each line has 15 syllables. They make a rhyme. The structure of 15 syllables exists since the ancient years. Even Homer wrote with 15 syllables. From this time, mandinades exist till nowadays that It's a young guy who loves girls and madinades through his cell phone, you know. So it's really a part of the life, and you can express many things like that.
You can text them and
yes, of course.
Now they text them.
Yes, and the girls appreciate a lot.
Anoia is a very important village in Cretan history. Music is incredibly important there. It's where the Zelouris family is established. Nikos Zelouris was the most important Greek musician. He sang all the resistance songs during the dictatorship. He went from traditional Cretan music to a modern style. He's very well known in Greece, and the family has perpetuated his musical tradition.
We will meet Yoris Zelouris, his nephew, his brother's son, and in fact, his brother, Nikos Zelouris' brother, which means Georgi's father, Antonis Zelouris, Psarantonis, who is a living legend as well.
So the most well-known musical family in Crete, the Zelouris.
Yes,
right.
Γεια σας. Καλησπέρα. Γεια σου κουβάρα. Καλά. Καλώς σε βρήκα.
Γεια Σοφία.
Γεια
Σοφία, Γιώργης. Καλώς ήρθατε.
Hello, καλημέρα. Γεια σας. Γεια σας. There's a dress code. I didn't get the memo. Okay.
Here is the family house of Zelouris family. Here is the house that Nikos was born and Psarantonis, Georgi's father.
You have to tell me the importance of this village in the history of Cretan music.
All over Crete, there are many styles, many places, but here is the heart, you can say. It's a strong reference for Cretan music.
The music is a part of everyday life. Almost every family has somebody who's playing, or somebody dancing, or somebody write lyrics. Yeah. So all that fits each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people comes together, you know, evening time, like this is the front yard of everybody, you know. Let's have a drink, you have the instrument here, bring the instrument, and that's how it starts.
The most beautiful ones are being arranged instantly. This, let's go.
Yeah, but it's there, you know. The spark
yes,
is there all the time, buzzing.
It never dies.
No. Exactly.
It's like the fire is always burning.
Yeah.
Why do you think all the generations are so impressed and fascinated by their traditional music?
Well, I don't know how to explain that, but it happens here in this village.
Where's Yorgis, we have to wait for Yorgi.
He's a big star.
The men are dressed with their black shirts, their black pants, very often. It's like the Cretan wardrobe.
Yeah, they like.
What did he say?
Black hides pain.
What is impressive is to see all these generations together.
But the connection of the older people are strong. They are all the time. You know, when somebody gets married, everybody's there.
The whole village is
everybody are there to help.
You have haven't been playing yet, Stelios.
No, I'm waiting my turn somehow. Usually it happens that the young play first, and then the other till the grandmasters. So if we are lucky, Saradonis will play with us later.
You're his father.
You're his father. You cannot ask the oldest to start. It's kind of respect.
Yanis, j'avais lu avant d'arriver ici que venir en Crète, c'était la quintessence de l'aventure grecque.
La Crète, c'est la Crète. C'est une autre expérience. C'est l'expérience crétoise plutôt que l'expérience grecque.
C'est drôle que tu dises ça, la Crète, c'est la Crète. Alors la Crète, c'est pas la Grèce?
Si, quand même, c'est la Grèce.
Ouais.
C'est la Grèce, mais en même temps, c'est un endroit très, très autonome, pas au niveau administratif ou politique. C'est vraiment autonome au niveau de mentalité, de culture,
Ouais.
des habitudes, de la quotidienne. C'est en même temps un esprit cosmopolite, parce que être crétois, c'est être au centre de 3 civilisations différentes. Donc le mélange qui existe ici, c'est la création d'une nouvelle identité.
Est-ce que vous sentez que vous êtes isolés, que vous êtes des insulaires?
Ah non, c'est tous les autres qui sont isolés.
Vous êtes le centre du monde, finalement,
Ouais.
la Crète. C'est beau quand même, je trouve ça beau, cette fierté. Qu'est-ce que tu souhaites pour la Crète dans les années à venir?
Continuer d'être la Crète, c'est-à-dire garder sa particularité tout en s'évoluant. Mais toujours une grande fierté d'être unique dans le monde.